much for joining us here at 10. I'm Daniel Marin. Britt has the night off. Tonight, an exclusive deep dive into the mind of Raul Meza Jr., the man local investigators are calling a serial killer. Meza was convicted of murdering an 8-year-old girl in 1982. Now he faces murder charges in the 2019 death of his neighbor and the death of his roommate just last month. Investigators are also looking at ties to other unsolved cases. KXAN's Brianna Hollis and Dalton Huey spoke with Meza's former therapist who assessed him from prison decades ago. And she wanted to warn others he may seem charming, but the interview she conducted still gives her chills.
That's what I learned meeting Raul, was that I was in the world of a completely different animal.
In connection with 2 murders and believe he may be linked up to 10 more.
I was watching the news and I remember his picture coming on.
Vivian Lewis says she met Raul Meza working as a therapist within the criminal justice system.
And tell us, what your experience was like with him.
The parole board had asked me to do an assessment and evaluation of his danger to the community.
She conducted that assessment while Meza was in prison for the murder of 8-year-old Kendra Page.
What was he like?
What was he like? He had what I would now call a false charm. He was very engaging, talkative, willing to explicitly describe his crime against Kendra.
Lewis retired almost 10 years ago. Her interview about Page's murder still gives her chills.
Iciest, most blood-curdling interview I had been in.
Risk factors for violence are the factors that make a person more likely to commit the violence.
Dr. Nancy Zars, a forensic psychologist, can't comment on Meza's case directly, but she gave us insight on how certain characteristics make someone more likely to commit crimes.
And that is young age, male gender, past history of violence, antisocial / psychopathy, substance abuse, and serious mental illness.
For Meza, some of these risk factors started when he was just a kid. According to archived newspapers, Meza started using drugs at just 8 years old. Another psychologist quoted in these old articles called Meza, quote, an intensely lonely youngster. These same archives also unveiled these details about Meza's criminal history. Police first arrested teenage Meza in 1973 on shoplifting and burglary charges. The next year, authorities accused him of arson after a fire at a junior high school. That incident sent him to Giddings State School, a juvenile corrections facility where he reportedly ran away. Then, in 1975, when Meza was 16, a judge sentenced him as an adult to 20 years in prison for aggravated robbery in the shooting of a convenience store owner. While on parole for that crime, he murdered Kendra Page.
The fact that somebody's coming in and out of prison indicates that there is repeated illegal behavior. Oftentimes, that behavior tends to accelerate over time. So their crimes tend to get a little bit more severe.
He's a deadly person, and he has been since adolescence.
In 1993, after Meza got released from prison after killing 8-year-old Page, he tried to convince the public he had changed.
There is nothing that I can do to change the past. I can only tell you that in my heart, I know that I will not willfully bring harm to anyone.
The most impacting thing about Raul was how engaging he could be.
Upon revisiting her time with Meza,
Listen to my voice crack.
Lewis kept coming back to the same thought.
I was dealing with a psychopath.
With digital investigator Dalton Huey, Brianna Hollis, KXAN Investigates.
And our investigative coverage on Raul Meza continues tomorrow night. Avery Travis and David Barrera take a closer look at the efforts to keep Meza in jail and how his case impacted the parole system in Texas.